حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا إنه من يهديه الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us with the times of Hajj, where the month of Hajj, firstly the month of Ramadan, then comes after that the month of Hajj, Shawwal, Dhul-Qa'dah, and the first 10, with the Al-Ashhur Al-Hurum, about 12 months, 4 hadith Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam all together, then part is consecutive, then one by itself. Those are the 11th and last Muharram. And that's what we are in right now. And of course, the fourth one is Rajab or Sha'ban. Rajab described it, which is the one between Sha'ban. After Jumada Thani. Those are the months, the Al-Ashhur Al-Hurum, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called them like. So what did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded the prohibition is for transgression. What is transgression against the self is doing? Is falling in the haram. Right? Is falling in the haram. To falling in the haram is by nature at any time during the year is haram. But comes here at least taking that view of Mufassirin, taking that view which appears to be more common, that the فَلَا تَظْلِمُوا فِيهِنَّ, not the 12, not the whole year. The other opinion as well, that it's referring to Al-Ashhur Al-Hurum. So taking that view, come anyhow in the whole entire year, right? Now, what happens? What is the meaning of فَلَوْ خَيْرٌ مِنْهُ فَلَا يُجْزَى الَّذِينَ عَمِلُوا السَّيِّئَاتِ إِلَّا مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. So every is going to be multiplied for them 10 to more. To 700 to, we don't know, right? 10 to 700 or even more than 700. That's the good thing of count. But what about the sin? Each one by one. There's no question. A year, and that includes Al-Ashhur. The effect, which means the magnitude. It's one by one. There is no sin that's good. That's the justice from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He made it like such. The good deed is 10 times. 2 700, 2 we don't know. Numerous. Allah knew. But the sin is 1, counts as 1. There is no multiplication here. However, the magnitude is not the same. And what makes the magnitude different? The magnitude might be different because of the sin. The one sin was done during a time that is a holy time, that is a special time, or was done or committed in a holy place or a special place. Like, for example, someone sinning anywhere on earth is not like sinning in Mecca or sinning in Al-Haram al-Makki, for example, right? And sinning during Ramadan is not like sinning any other time. And sinning during, falling in the sin during Al-Ashhur al-Hurum is also the ithm, the magnitude of the ithm is bigger. So that's what is meant by that. So the take-home message is, we gotta watch out for the haram. And the ulama took it. Whenever it's something comes like that, this means this time is special. So by similarity, or as an extension of that concept, when you do a good deed, it's also multiplied. It is also multiplied. So what when you go and do a prayer, just 2 rak'ahs at your home is different from 2 rak'ahs in a masjid. And 2 rak'ah in a masjid is different from 2 rak'ah in Masjid Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Now it's 1,000 times more. Now you do it in the Haram al-Makki, then it's 100,000 more. So the situation where you're doing it and where you're doing it, it makes the deed a little different. And also, there is sometimes an emphasis on a special type of good deed. So again, going back to Al-Ashhur al-Hurum, the command in this ayah from Surah Al-Tawbah is فَلَا تَظْلِمُوا. Therefore, we should avoid the sins during that period of time, including this month that we are in right now. Now, we also may want to do all kinds of good deeds, but sometimes there is a good deed that is more emphasized for some kind of evidence from Quran and Hadith. We know that this particular type of worship is important during that time. And what is relevant to us here is fasting. So fasting, what is the best time to fast? What is the greatest time when you are rewarded the most for your fasting? To answer this question, here is a very simple concept. Any worship, the must is the most important. The farida is the one most important. Now that translates immediately to Ramadan, right? For fasting. Because Ramadan, the time of the year when we have to fast. What is after Ramadan? According to the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, is Shahrullah al-Muharram, number 2. So this month that we are in right now follows as a whole month. Anytime you fast in it, that is second only to Ramadan. Then comes the day of Ashura, which is the day that the Jewish people used to fast. Why? Because that's the day when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved Musa alayhi salam from Fir'aun. They fasted. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam learned about it. Then he asked for the reason and he was told so and so by them. Then he thought that we, the Muslims, are even Musa is more beloved alayhi salam to us, and we deserve to do this, and it's more appropriate for us, and it's more of an obligation for us to celebrate that day. But he also made the 9th to go with it. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And the common understanding, why is the 9th? We know why the 10th is. Because Musa alayhi salam, and that's the day, right? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved him from Fir'aun. So why do we fast the 9th too? That is to be different from the Jews. And what does this mean? This is the habit of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, right? Let me give you a very simple example. We are establishing a country. we are establishing a country. Let's say there is no spot on earth right now where there is not a country, right? But suppose we come in a certain area, let's say Antarctica, if we can live there, and we want to make a flag. Do we make it look like anyone else, or are we going to make it unique? Well, this is a question that follows. Do you want to be unique, or do you want to be a follower of someone else? Do you want to be authentic, or you want to be, again, imitator, right? Do you have to have personality, in your opinion? Do you need to be you, not the likes of someone else? Well, now if you go through these questions very quickly, you'll probably very easily see where I'm going with that. So we're going to have to make it unique. And it appears from Sunnah Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that he wanted us to be like such. And many times it will be said like so, right? خالفوا اليهود والنصارى, do so and so. Like growing the beard, for example. Right? This is one of the things that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said it very clearly. Do unlike so and so and let the beard grow, right? In my own, in my own words, right? So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam found a day in the Jewish religion. But Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was commanded to follow what has been revealed to him, not to copy someone else. At the same time, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam found an occasion that is very deserving, and it's most appropriate for no one but the Muslims to celebrate that particular occasion. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved his Rasul, Musa alayhi salam, and allowed the Pharaoh to drown, and saved Musa and his people. So how to follow, how to celebrate this day, but not be forward with these men, still be unique, and still have your personality, and still have your own sharia. Still have your 10th, and that's what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has taught us. To have the 10th, and also to fast the 9th as well. The big reward is for the 9th, and that is to erase the sins for a year before it. The year before that day. Now coming back to Al-Ashhur Al-Hurum, Dhulm Nafs, so we should avoid, we are prohibited from Dhulm Nafs. Dhulm Nafs is prohibited all year, but it's emphasized here during those 4 months, including Al-Muharram. Now we should reduce the sins as much as possible during Al-Ashhur Al-Hurum, all 4 of them, including Shahrullah Al-Muharram. Maybe according to some ulama who believe that Shahrullah al-Muharram is the best out of all 4. Is the best, that's not a uniform agreement between all ulama, but at least some of the ulama believe that al-Muharram is the best of them. So if you have not done it in any of the Ashhur al-Hurum, maybe that's the time to do it in Shahrullah al-Muharram. And then you also add to this that you're going to do as much good deeds as you can. Like what? Everything good. Every righteous deed. What righteous deeds are you going to emphasize? In Al-Ashhur Al-Hurum as a whole, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to one of his companions, Sum min al-hurumi watruk. So this siyam, fasting and all of them is good. Oh, what about Al-Muharram? No, for Al-Muharram it was specifically said that there is no fasting better than fasting during this month apart from Ramadan. Ramadan again is Faridah, then comes after which is Shahrullah al-Muharram as a whole. Which day is better than 4:30? That is the Ashura, where it erases a whole entire year before. Right? Of course we know that Yom Arafah, the day of Arafah, the 9th of the Hijjah, right, which is another day in Al-Ashhur Al-Hurum, but outside Al-Muharram, erases the fasting of that, erases a year before, sins of the year before and the year after. So that's also a very important day that we should not miss. This year, it's already gone. Hopefully, we will be allowed to see another next year. قولي قولي هذا واستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم. بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله ثم أما بعد. The beauty of this religion is this. There's many aspects of that beauty, right? But one aspect that I can mention here is this. There is an opportunity for everyone. Always. There is this who will say, which ones do I need to do? It's just 4 months. Okay, I'm going to do all the good deeds that I can. And all 4 of them, which ones are more emphasized? Fast. You'll just fast every single day. You'll just do it in all of them. Well, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not fast every single day of a month except for Ramadan. The most he did was Sha'ban. And then somebody will ask me, oh, you said second to Ramadan is Al-Muharram. What about Sha'ban? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam fasted more in Sha'ban. I will touch upon this after we finish this talk. Okay? So the idea is, there is this who will say, okay, what's Shahrullah Muharram? I'm going to fast every Monday, every Thursday, the 3 days in the middle of the month. I will fast even more than that. We'll just do it all over. And there is this who will just be able to do Monday and Thursday. And there is this who will be able to do 3 in the middle. Right? 13, 14, 15. Al-Layali, right? And there is this who wants to do just 1. So for this is just Ashur. Right? There's 1, 2, then 9 and 10. There is an opportunity where there's someone who just looks like he can't fast. Fasting is heavy on them. They can make it even in Ramadan, but it's hard. So they push themselves hard, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helps them in Ramadan. But outside it's tough for them. Maybe they have wealth they can give away. Maybe if prayer is easier for them, they can pray. Right? The best of the fasting after Ramadan is Al-Muharram. The best of prayer then, which one? Of course, Al-Faridah. Then comes the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, after Faridah, the best of the prayer is that at night. Salatul Layl. When can you do that? Anytime. Any night. What if you do it during Al-Ashhur al-Hurum? Perfect. That's even better and better. Right? What about if you do it during Shahr Ramadan? What if you do it during Laylatul Qadr, the best night of the year? Better and better and better and better. What if you go and do it during the last 10 days of Ramadan and you do it in Mecca in the Haram? It's levels. There is an ocean of goods that you can collect. Good deeds. You can take as much as you want, and you're promised that none of this will go to waste. Everyone, just be sure that it's sincere for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If it is, and it is in accordance with Quran and Sunnah, it will not go away. It will not never go unrewarded. So there is an opportunity for all. Those who want to do or can do the little bit of deeds, certain types of deeds, but not others, not a whole lot. Those who can do a lot, those who are ready to do all kinds of goodness, they're ready to pray, they're ready to give away, for charity, they're ready to fast, they're ready to do all kinds of good deeds. Do all what you can. And know that it will not go to waste. What about the idea of Sha'ban? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was known, of course he fasted Ramadan, but he was known to fast the most after Ramadan during 1 month, during that Sha'ban. But Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam stated it clearly that after Ramadan, the best month to fast in is Al-Muharram. How did the ulama bring these two things together? I will tell you the most popular or the one that I sort of accept the most. That is, perhaps Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam either learned about this. This was revealed to him, the fact about al-Muharram, towards the end of his life. And also if you go back and follow when he talked about these, you will see that he talked about them towards the end of his life. Perhaps it was not revealed to him. It's possible that it was not revealed to him until the end, towards the end of his life, and he didn't have the time to fast during that month more than he fasted in Sha'ban. But his tradition was to fast a whole lot in Sha'ban, and he said that because people used to ignore that month. People used to ignore the month of Sha'ban, and that's why he emphasized it, so that we follow him, and because we are asked to take our manasik, our deen from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So once he did that, then it's sunnah for us to do the same. Now what about al-Muharram? Maybe also the other possibility that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when Muharram came, in these few years in his end of life, he had different excuses that things that interfered, like travel, illness, whatever it is that prevented him. So that's also a possibility. But since the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam stated it clearly in a Sahih Hadith that the very best of the fasting is the fasting after Ramadan, is the fasting during al-Muharram, Shahrullahi al-Muharram. Before I leave, it's very important to realize this. Fasting is one of the special deeds. Is one of the very special deeds. Why is that? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam explained to us, said, إِنَّهُ لِي وَأَنَا أَجْزِي بِهِ. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in hadith explained to us that every deed is for the son of Adam 10 times to 700 times. That's multiplication. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, except for fasting, فَإِنَّهُ لِي وَأَنَا أَجْزِي بِهِ. Comes after that, in this hadith Qudsi, that the person has left his desires and his food and his drink for me, Allah says. Right? So there is a whole lot of patience that connects with the ayah in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّمَا يُوَفَّى الصَّابِرُونَ أَجْرَهُمْ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. There is no counting on it. It's not 10 or 700. It is something that Allah only knows. Only another flavor in this particular unique ibadah, the sincerity. It has two of the most valuable concepts or values in Islam. One, that it is impatience, requires patience. And it also requires sincerity. Everyone knows when you're fasting, you can say as much as you want. But the only one who knows whether you are really fasting or not is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So sincerity is guaranteed. If you're really doing it, then sincerity, no one can see that you are fasting. Therefore, it is an opportunity, special opportunity during an Ashhur al-Hurum, particularly this month, particularly Ashura 9 and 10, that we fast so that we are participating and we are celebrating the things we need to celebrate, and we are reviving and following the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم فاستغفروه. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. ربنا لا تدع لنا في يومنا هذا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا مريض إلا شفيته ولا حاجة من حوائج الدنيا والآخرة لك فيها رضا ولنا فيها صلاح إلا يسرتها بفضلك يا رب العالمين. وصلى اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وسلم.
الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.